Welcome to the world of Sky. With the beautiful deserts, floating islands, ravishing valleys, and more, we are brought into this world as a child of light to give hope to the fallen stars to return them back home. Our journey begins in the Isle of Dawn, a beautiful pink desert with the monoliths scattered here and there. Our objective is to explore this realm and save the fallen spirits. We then move to Daylight Prairie, floating islands with the bright, rich blue sky as background. Our objective, to explore the realm and save the fallen spirits. On towards the hidden forest with the same objective. Explore the realm and save the fallen spirits. Valley of Triumph, same thing, explore the realm and save the fallen spirits. It feels like all you have to do is explore the beautiful world of Sky, give out as much light wherever you go, and save the fallen stars. It's simple, it's fun, and it feels good. Then we reach the Golden Wastelands. The first time we visit the Golden Wastelands, we quickly realize that there is something different here. Something that doesn't fit with what we've seen so far. The place is dark and moody, but unlike the hidden forest, something feels off. At this very moment, we are introduced to the Dark Dragons, a creature that shows us no mercy, a creature that is literally the opposite of who we are and what we stand for. At this point, you might ask yourself, is Sky really just a pretty feel-good game? All your questions are about to be answered, but not in the Vault of Knowledge. For you see, the Vault of Knowledge is a step back for what is to come. The game is teasing you for the big reveal. From the start of the video, you knew what was coming, but let me reiterate. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Eye of Eden. Formerly known as Storm, the Eye of Eden is a realm unlike any other. Eden shatters the notions you had for Sky. Light, warmth, goodness, it's not so simple anymore. The first section of Eden is a trek up the windy mountains. It is known as wind and rocks. The ferocious wind hinders your ascent, and if not careful, it blows you away. While making your way up, you encounter others making their journey. Some of them are like you, others not quite. You can clearly distinguish them. The people who are not like you. There's something different about them, something different about the way they move. There's so much ease, so much confidence. They've clearly done this before. You decided to follow them, and that was a smart decision, for Eden hates those who think they can win alone. As the trek continues, a small voice starts to creep in. Is this it? Is this the mighty Eden? You've heard so much about this place. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone kept saying how crazy of a place Eden actually was, but is it really? You're making progress, you look back, and you made good ground. Surely, people weren't overestimating Eden, right? Surely not everyone. The nerves of conquering the legendary Eden is very slowly dying out. A drop of confidence trickles down your body. Maybe it's not as bad as they say it is. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. The first section of Eden is known as Wind and Rocks. You must climb the windy mountains and navigate to the top. This is the easiest part of Eden. It gives you that sliver of confidence, the belief that you can conquer it all. Then, it breaks you down. Congratulations, you've made it to the top. That wasn't too hard, was it? Good, because now you're about to start section 2 of Eden. Dark Dragons and Battlefield. This is where things actually begin. You quickly realize that the kitty gloves are off. Beyond that door, Eden is snarling up against you. Strong winds engulf the area. Huge rocks and debris come crashing on top of your head. Patches of darkness make it hard for you to see, and if you thought that was bad, things are about to get worse. For you see, the whole area is patrolled by the Dark Dragons. Now, you've already met the dragons before. Hell, you've even managed to beat them. So, despite the nervousness, the confidence is in you. You've done this before, and you can do this again. But this time, there's a difference. The dragons aren't the only thing you need to worry about. For a moment, you become ignorant of the fact and allow your ego to take over. In a flash, Eden knocks you out. What the hell just happened? Before you know it, the once glorious child of light has become an empty vessel, and all it took was one hit. You stand up again, humble. This time, you can see clearly. Now you're making progress again, but it's not good enough. the reality check from Eden is still weighing you down. You crawl and you inch forward, but it's not enough. That's when you notice another person, a person who looks more poised than you do. You quickly seek help from her, to which she responds in kind. But each person is on a journey of their own. While they do reach out a helping hand, they cannot walk you to the end. You have to do that yourself. Finally, after forcing yourself through the winds, evading the falling rocks, and outmaneuvering the dark dragons, you make it to the end of Section 2. Congratulations, you're almost there. You've almost conquered Eden. What is the purpose of doing all this? What's gonna happen at the end? There has to be a reward for conquering Eden, right? Surely there must be one. Welcome everyone to Statues and Winged Light, the final section of Eden. Filled with the phenomenon known as the Red Rain, this place is literally hell. Once you step in here, there is no going back. Everything that you've known and have heard about the Eye of Eden comes down to this: your sacrifice. Your sacrifice to save all your fellow beings who've been shrouded by darkness. The reason you came to Eden was to give your life, your light, to the fallen beings who once walked with you. For the unaware, this can come as a surprise. You came all this way just to die? Well, yes, but actually, no. This isn't a simple death. It is a sacrifice for your fellow beings. A selfless sacrifice you make to uplift those souls who've been spiraled into darkness. It would be unfair to call something so noble as just die. In the end, everything that you've done so far, it all comes down to this: your selfless sacrifice, your noble death. And this is the end of the story. But not for me. I was oblivious to the concept of a noble sacrifice. There was so much going on around me. I didn't know what to do. I saw them standing there motionless, but I didn't know they needed help. So I never helped them. Instead, I rushed forward, trying to take on Eden by the horns. I didn't know what I was doing, but I saw an end. Or I thought I saw an end. And all of me wanted to get there. The red rains crashed into me. With every hit, I became weaker and weaker. But still, I persisted. The end of Eden was just there. It was within reach. I could finally get out of this goddamn hellhole. But no matter how much I pushed forward, I never got near it. There's only so much a person can take before they fall, and I reached my limit. I knew this was going to be the end, but I didn't care. I still fought, and once the battle ended, I died a meaningless death. It is said that you appreciate the light more when you've experienced darkness. The world around you is glazed in gold. The cries of the creatures of light permeate the air. Stone structures collapse on either side. It is a beautiful chaos. This is your final flight to orbit, the last stretch before you are reborn. In the distance, you can see a light that gets bigger and brighter as you near it. A light so bright that it can dispel all the darkness from this world. And as you move towards this light, spirits float around you. You see familiar faces, people who've helped you reach this point. It feels good. The light is so warm. It's so beautiful. Guess, in the end, it was worth it. It's another lovely, clear, calm night. There's a deep sense of satisfaction in you. You've just conquered the infamous Eden. Don't know if conquered is the right word here, but it will suffice. Now, your journey begins anew. You must go back to the magical world of Sky and do this all over again. For that is your fate as a child of light brought into this world to give hope to the fallen stars and to return them back home. This is your story. The story of Eden. The story of Sky. Hey guys, my name is Keke. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. It was something different from what I usually do. And actually, it's very different from the things that I usually do. But it was an idea that I had, so I decided to execute on it. Now, objectively speaking, I think this video is alright. I do feel like it turned out way better than I thought it would, because at one point, this video was so bland and boring. Like, I was so upset that it was gonna turn out terrible. But in the end, it turned out alright, and I'm happy with it. Like, it's not the best, like, I had higher expectations going into this video, but I did not have the skills to execute on it. And at the end, I'm kind of happy with, the end result. Now, this video is based off of my experience in the Eye of Eden, and that video is available on the channel, and I will put a link of that video in the description. You can basically check it out if you want to, but I just wanted to make a video about Eden because it was truly an amazing experience for me. Like, hats off to that game company. You guys did an awesome job. And I just wanted to condense that experience of mine and make it pretty dramatic, just package it in a good way and all that stuff. So this video actually took a bit of effort. I don't know if you can notice that, or I don't know if that shows, but hey, like, I'll continue to improve, and hopefully we'll be able to make much more awesome videos in the future. Also, if there's something that you would like to add, I don't know, like something, anything, or maybe you just want to appreciate my skills, whatever it is, please leave your thoughts in the comments below. I would like to go through them. And yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't like it, hit that dislike button twice just to be sure. And with all that being said, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, all the usual stuff. You guys already know that. And until next time, you're watching KK Plays. My name is KK, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, and take care of yourself.